Hello everyone and welcome to Smells Like Teen Angst. I'm Sarah and today we are going to talk about the new Prime Video original series, We Were Liars. Let's do it. Now before we get started, make sure you are subscribed to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our angsty content, and comment along and let us know what you think of the series. So let's talk about it. We Were Liars is based on a book of the same name, and it tells the story of this very wealthy family and the summers that they get up to. We are introduced to our liars, who are played by Gossip Girl's Emily Aylan Lind, upcoming Hunger Games star Joseph Zeta, Esther McGregor, and newcomer Shabam Meshwari. And they are not alone. They have a stellar adult supporting cast with Vampire Diaries' Candace King, Mamie Gummer, Raul Cooley, Caitlin Fitzgerald, and David Morse. This series is produced by Julie Plec, the mind behind the Vampire Diaries, as well as another show we will not talk about because it was bad. And I love that that's why, most likely why Candace King is there. Not only is she a great actress, she plays this character very well. It is similar to Caroline, but also different. And I think the Vampire Diaries really set her up for some of these scenes with the fishermen. Emily does a spectacular job as the main role. I could really tell the differences between the happier year before version of her and then this like girl in turmoil trying to just piece together her life. And it wasn't just because of the hair. I could absolutely see that she was in two very different mental places, and that's just good acting. This will be the first time any of us really see Joseph Zeta before he hits Hunger Games as a young Haymitch. And I really liked him in this. I can actually see pieces of why he was probably called in outside of his floppy hair. And it has me excited to see him take on one of my favorite characters in the Hunger Games series. While overall I did enjoy We Were Liars, I do think the series could have been 5 episodes versus 8. And this is why. While the series mainly focuses on Katie, or Cadence's story of trying to get her memory back, they gloss over a couple other interesting character stories that I really wish we had dove more into. Johnny is in the closet, and they hint about Johnny getting in trouble at the end of the school year and the grandfather bailing him out. And we just kind of touch on those just barely. And I really wish that we had gone more into who he is and that storyline, which I think would have been really interesting to see how their alleged progressive but capitalist grandfather would have reacted to that. Also, Mirren is the artist. She feels not seen in this family of chaos. And she meets like the boy, well, not meets, they've been together since they were kids, but she starts having a relationship with the kid who like drives the ferry boat, basically. And I wanted to see more of their blossoming relationship. It was all just kind of like, that's a thing. That's a thing. We're going to talk about that, but then we never go back to it. It's always just dragged back to Cadence and the looping of her not knowing what happened to her. Because when you have like a storyline that just loops itself like this, then it just kind of feels like a bunch of rich people white peopling, and that's not interesting, right? Then it's just like, oh, so sorry, you have money and a dad who plays you like pawns, but you live in this mansion and have trust funds. You know, like you don't feel bad for them. And if you want me to feel bad for them, I need you to like make me feel bad for them. Otherwise, it's just like rich white people problems that I just can't relate to. And if we're going to do that, then we don't need 8 episodes. We can tell this story in 5, exactly the same, and then the episodes would be paced better. The information coming at you would leave you on the edge of your seat. Because by the time I did get to the end and when everything is answered, I enjoyed that. I thought that storyline was, what do I say without giving anything away? I thought that storyline was, I don't think there's anything I can say. I liked it. I'm just going to say I liked it. And as someone who hasn't read the book, I am so curious for those who did to let me know what how it like measures up. Are my complaints valid? Did they introduce these kind of storylines and go more into them in the book? Because that happens a lot where they cut things for time. But really, we had 8 hours. 8 hours to tell this story. And it just felt like a lot of the storyline for Cadence was just told on a loop. And that got a little sloggy for me. But that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it. In the end, I thought the story was really interesting. I liked the way it played out. And I like the way that we are set up for a season 2. But overall, if you are looking for an interesting mystery YA show, then We Were Liars is going to be there for you.
When you're left for dead, you want answers.
Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm Sarah. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, comment, let me know what you think about We Were Liars, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.